1:10 is the first pitch time. That is the Brewers home opener, by the way. Also, for everybody who goes through the gates, you get a Brewers magnetic schedule. So those are cool. I love those things. I still like the paper ones, though. You fold up and then you can stick in your wallet, next to that condom that you haven't used since, like your junior year in high school. All the guys know what I'm talking about. The women are like, what's a condom? I'm having a good time here tonight. And then they play the Rockies a couple more times. Then the Cubs come in, and then they leave. They leave the country. And they go play the Blue Jays, and then the Reds, and then the Cubs. And then they come back and start a series against Cardinals, and then the Reds, then the Braves. And then that pretty much ends the month. So that's the schedule coming up for your Milwaukee Brewers. Opening day can be heard on WTMJ 620. That's the flagship. Fox Sports Wisconsin, and internet and on the satellite. So there you go. Let's do some. Let's talk a little bit about the National League Central. As we all know, the Cubs finally won the World Series, and everybody in Chicago was happy. Well, not everybody, but most of the people were happy. They deserved it. They played a great season. A very talented team, led by a very talented manager, Joe Madden. So congratulations to the Chicago Cubs. And I hate to tell you this, they're going to win the Central again. They are a really good baseball team. So that's my preview of the Chicago Cubs. They're just really good. They're going to bring everybody back. Probably their one weakness is going to be right field. But otherwise, they're pretty solid. They got the pitching, they got the managing, they got the defense. They're a smart team. The only thing that's going to mess them up is laziness, drunkenness, and just a lot of injuries. So there you go. The St. Louis Cardinals probably won't be as good as they were last year. Last year they missed the playoff for the first time in 5 years. Did you notice that? I did. I was cheering when I looked up there and went, "Hey, look, the Cardinals are not in the playoffs." Yes, I love it when the Cardinals suck. And this year, look for them to take a solid second. They might be able to sneak their way into the playoff, but they're kind of in just a little bit of a rebuilding for the St. Louis Cardinals. The Pirates, I love the Pirates. After all those years of losing because they had terrible ownership who absolutely refused to take a lot of that money that they were making and put it back into the team, because that's what happened. Because then as soon as people figured it out and started demanding that they put some money back into the team, all of a sudden they started to win. But it all comes down to Andrew McCutchen, who struggled last year. If he can bounce back and be the player that we need him to be, because I actually kind of enjoy the Pittsburgh Pirates, and one of my favorite announces for the Pittsburgh Pirates. That's Joe Black, by the way. So I think they're going to take third if Andrew McCutchen can have a comeback season. Their pitching staff is, it's okay. It's okay. It's better than a Brewer pitching staff, so it's okay. So look for the Pirates to take third place. I know this is riveting stuff, isn't it? Then, of course, you got the Milwaukee Brewers. What do they do with Ryan Braun? That's the question. That's the question every day. Every time I run into people, that's the first thing I ask them and say, Mr. Brewtown, what are you guys going to do with Ryan Braun? I would have traded him. I would have traded him the second you found out that he was lying about everything. I would have traded him. I would have called Los Angeles. Hey, L.A., hi, this is Mr. Brewtown? Yeah, with the Milwaukee Brewers. Yeah, hey, great. Oh, wife and kids? Great. Absolutely. Yours? Perfect. No problem. Uh-huh. Yeah, cloudy, a little rainy. Hey, listen, we got this guy named Ryan Braun. He did some drug things, Yeah, PEDs. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, lied about it. Yep. I know. What are you going to do? Hey, we were wondering, would you guys like to trade? Couple prospects, get you to pick up about 90% of the contract. You'll do it? Okay, cool. That's what I would have done. They got to trade them because they need the money. You got to trade that contract. And really, seriously, in today's baseball, you're not only trading the players, but you're trading the contracts. And then in last place, Cincinnati Reds. And I think they end up trading Joey Votto because they need to move that contract. And they're rebuilding too, and that's how you rebuild. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more baseball. We're going to take a look at the rest of the divisions in American and National League. We'll do that right after this short break. You're listening to the big show. We call it Brewtownsports.
I don't know you. I don't know your story, your background, what you do for a living, and yet I do know you. I know how your eyes lit up the first time you walked into County Stadium. I know how as a kid you dreamed of being Robin Young and wanted nothing more than to one day wear that Brewers script across your chest. I know that every summer you stay up late listening to Mr. Baseball on the radio.
Squawk! Him out swinging!
I know that you'll never forget October 10th, 1982. Or September 28th, 2008.
And there's a drive in the left field. And it's gone!
Or October 7th, 2011.
Morgan, a smash up the middle. Base hit to center. Here comes Gumbo. Throw, and the Brewers win.
I know you because I am you. You and me, we're cut from the same cloth. This isn't something we chose. It's not a bandwagon we jumped on when it was convenient. It's something we were born into. A piece of our identity passed down from generations before. Just like you, I was born a Brewer. This is my first love, my passion, my responsibility. It's a torch I'll carry with me always. Through the ups and the downs, the good times and the bad, no matter what, this will always be my team. Brewers baseball is part of who I am. It's part of who we are.
Hi, welcome back to the big show. We call it Brewtownsports. You can catch us on Twitter and Facebook. And Twitter it's called Brewtownsports, and on Facebook it's called Mr. Brewtown. The Facebook group is True Blue Brew Crew. You can listen to the show at baseball-talkradio.com, Spreaker, Podomatic, Player FM, Stitcher, TuneIn, on iTunes.com, and the 405media.com, Super Live Talk, and Righteous Podcast. You can email the show. And please do, by the way, I do read emails live right here on the show. Sometimes I even read them with a funny voice. You never know. And that's, what's the email? Brewtown78, Mr. Brewtown78 at gmail.com. Once again, Mr. Brewtown78 at gmail.com. We're going to take a look at my predictions. You can write these down if you want to. Don't use these to bet. Don't use these and then fly out to Vegas on Sunday morning and say, well, let's see. Oh, what did Mr. Brewtown take? I think that's what I'm going to do for my future bets. If you do, you're on your own. American League, I think Boston wins it 4, 5, 6 games. What do you say? 4, 5, 6 games? Yep. Let's take the Boston Red Sox strictly because of their 3 big pitchers. I mean, that's all you have to do. David Price, Rick Portillo, and Chris Sale. There you go. Nobody else can match that. Pitching wins. It really does. And the Red Sox got a pretty good offense, too. So we're going to take the Boston Red Sox. Toronto's going to take a solid second place. Then Baltimore right behind. I'm going to take the New York Yankees. Are going to go below 500 for the first time in many years, since 1992. I think they're just a smidge under 500. But you know what? And I say this all the time. Never give up on the New York Yankees. They could make a few adjustments and boom, boom, boom. They're right there in a solid second place. Barring injuries, though, I think Boston wins. And in last place, the Tampa Bay Rays. American League Central. Hey, it's the Cleveland Indians. I love that team. Woo-wee, I love that team. I really want that matchup again. I want the Cubs and the Indians. And I think this time the Indians win. I got them easily winning by 10, 12 games. Detroit in second place. Kansas City is going to end up with a winning record. But in third place, Chicago disappointing. And then the Minnesota Twins. My man Paul Molitor. Just can't get a break over there in Minnesota. I think those two teams might be the worst two teams. And I'm going to say it. In the American League. American League West, I'm going to take Houston over Texas. Once again, right down to the wire. The state of Texas is absolutely loving this. They are. They've got Houston is winning some baseball games. And they got those guys up there in Dallas-Fort Worth. They call them the Texas Rangers. Are winning. That's going to go right down to the wire. Seattle is a much improved team. The Los Angeles Angels of Los Angeles, California, or Anaheim, California, wherever the hell they're from, whatever they call themselves this year, they're going to end up in 4th place. And Oakland. And that really bothers me when Oakland is a terrible team. I like the Oakland A's. National League East. This is a hard one because I think it's going to come right down to the last game of the season. You got the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets, and this is what I think. The Nationals, we all know they get Dusty Baker and they got Steven Strasburg and they got that goofball outfielder. The guy likes, I don't know. He's like the Johnny Manziel that is actually trying. I think they're really good. And I think Dusty Baker is just one of the best managers of my lifetime. But you got the New York Mets who've got this just unbelievable pitching staff. And barring any injuries or, let's say, suspensions, and you Mets fans know what I'm talking about. If the Mets don't win this division, then Terry Collins has got to go. And the pitching coach has got... This is a pitching staff that is unbelievable, in my opinion. And if they're not winning that division, the only way they're not going to win that division is if Terry Collins just mismanages the pitching staff or injuries. And if it's injuries, then I'll forgive him. Otherwise, I say fire him. Fire Terry Collins, man. With that pitching staff, they should win that division. But it's going to come right down to the wire. And guess what? I'm going to take the New York Mets. See, I haven't written down Nationals and then Mets down to the last game. But I just decided, you know what? After what I said, it would be stupid if I took the Nationals. I'm going to take the New York Mets. I know Gary's going to love that pick. Then I got Miami, Philadelphia, and Atlanta. Miami, Philadelphia, and Atlanta are nowhere close to New York or Washington. So it's going to be a blowout. National League Central, pretty easy, Cubs. St. Louis about 10 games behind. I think Pittsburgh's a 500 club. If McCutcheon can get back to form, I think they can win 84, 85 games. Might even give St. Louis a run for that second place. Then you got the Milwaukee Brewers. I think they about the same as last year. Should we say about the same as last year? Maybe a game or two less? Because they've got a better offense. I think their offense is going to be better. I think their defense is going to be better. I like this kid over at first base. I think he's going to end up winning it. Aguilar. I think he's going to win it. Then you got Cincinnati. National League West, you got the Los Angeles Dodgers of Los Angeles, California. San Francisco, not quite as good as the Dodgers. Then Colorado, even 500. Arizona is improved, but they're still not ready. And then San Diego. I think that the best thing that has happened to the Arizona Diamondbacks over the last 5-6 seasons happened this offseason when they fired Tony La Russa. The man should have never been put in charge of that team. He just couldn't handle it. Great manager. Didn't know how to run everything. Made a lot of bad choices. Made a lot of bad choices. So I'm glad he's gone. So you got San Diego. I think San Diego... Let's seriously, I think San Diego's the worst team in baseball. Raise your hand if you agree with me. There you go. I asked this question on the True Blue Brew Crew on Facebook. I got a lot of responses. Going into the season, what is your biggest concern, offense or pitching? Zach commented and said pitching. Kelly agrees. Kristen, Dina, Jeff, Marcia, Darcy, Michael, Steve, Bill, Shannon. Bill actually goes even further and says pitching. Garza stinks. Hopefully they'll eat his gazillion-dollar contract, and I agree. They're going to have to. Scott also says Matt Garza's contract. I think everybody said pitching. I don't think anybody said offense. A couple people kind of said Stearns has got to go. I don't know. I don't think we're quite ready for that. So, well, that's pretty much our show for today. I hope you enjoyed it because, hey, guess what? I sure enjoyed giving it to you. We're going to be back soon. We're going to do another show. We got a couple more for the season. I know you're going to like them. Check us out on Twitter and Facebook, the Facebook group. Listen to the show. Yada, yada, yada. Duty, and everything will be fine. So there you go. We'll talk to you real soon, everybody. Have a good day, everybody.